Well, like she said, we coming to introduce the brothers Carlos Christian, but I would like to say some things of how I met this brother. This brother was a inspirational person. Like, I've been through the year-long program of Walking Logo. I'm a Walking Logo, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, the Starts Within program, it's aggressive, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing for the community, but I want everybody to put their hands together for this beautiful brother, Carlos Christian, please.
No suit today.
Right.
Let me let y'all see this right here. How everybody doing this afternoon? I'm just excited to be here and just to be a part of this celebration. And I came here to speak some words of encouragement. My name is Carlos Christian. I'm the president and founder of the Starts Within organization. What we do is we go inside of the penitentiary and get guys ready for 52 weeks before they get released. And then we also work with them for 52 weeks after they get released as well. Our mission is to reduce the recidivism rate, and we do that by education and mentoring. So my commitment and my assignment is to turn the penitentiary on its head, right? That's what I'm on, and to stand the community on its feet, right? And I just believe that information is how we get that done, and I just want to congratulate the graduates for making that decision. The power in a decision, and I want to congratulate Mr. Wheeler too for making the decision to make this possible, right? To invest into the people, because that's what has to be done, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a couple of things, and I'm not gonna try to take too much of your time, you know, but I'm gonna give y'all all that I have, right? So something that I want to let y'all know about the power in a decision. See, you guys and you men and women, y'all made a decision to say that I'm about to change my reality, meaning that I'm going to do something about my current situation. I'm not about to wait for everybody to come in alignment to do something about my current situation. I'm going to make the decision, and I'm going to make the commitment to my success. That means that I don't need everybody to tip their hats and say, it's okay for me to do it. I'm going to say it's okay for me to do it. And you have came here for an entire month, and like the good brother said, it's hard to get up at times, you know. It's hard to get up and report to somewhere, and that's what it's about. After you make the decision, then it's about doing the things that make that decision work for you, and that's a beautiful thing, right? So I just want to congratulate you guys for taking the time with yourself. See, one thing that I understand is that we are valuable individuals because our left side is different from our right side. All of our fingerprints on our hands are different. That means that I'm a one-on-one. That means that my DNA is restricted to just me. It has never been a DNA like mine before me. It will never be a DNA like mine after me. That means that I'm a one-on-one. Anything that has not been duplicated has to be valuable. You can duplicate a car, you can duplicate a Bentley, you can duplicate a house, you can duplicate money, but you cannot duplicate an actual individual. So what I realize is that the only thing that we have to do is make the decision to live up to the value that we are. It's all in our minds. It starts within. That means that I have to make the decision and say that I am valuable, so I'm going to walk as a person of value. So then that means that I'm going to take that time and I'm going to invest it into myself, because I'm a valuable individual. I don't care what society say, because they try to tie my materialistic things to my value. No, I'm a one-on-one. That means that I'm valuable by default. I've been created in God's image. I've been created in His likeness. I'm valuable by default. I kind of know what it's about, not living up to your value, right? At 13 years old, I made a commitment. I made a decision. The power in the decision. I said that I'm about to go ahead and get into the game, and I'm about to go ahead and start to sell these drugs, and I made a commitment to say that I'm about to go ahead and make a lot of money in the streets, and I'm about to sell this dope, and I'm about to make it to the Cayman Islands or the Bahamas. I'm about to make it happen. Just watch. Only thing I gotta do is just take the money and invest it into a legitimate business, and it's gonna be game time, right? I'm gonna be living like the Cosbys. I'm gonna be able to take care of my children like this, right? This is what I thought, right? 19 years old, what happened is that Carlos Christian, what happened with Carlos Christian, I had to go do a 10-year prison sentence. I had a 3-month-old son. I had to do a 10-year prison sentence for attempted murder, possession of drugs, drug trafficking, possession of firearms. But what did I do when I got inside of that penitentiary, when I got inside of Marion Correctional Institution? I say, I don't care what everybody else is saying. I don't care about them talking about 3555519. I don't care what society say. I don't care about what they are talking about. I care about what I'm talking about. Right. And what I'm talking about is that, hey, I'm great. I'm a child of God, man. I'm a good father. Because I'm talking about these things, I become these things.
Yes.
I made the decision while I was incarcerated. That means that can't nothing happen until you make the decision. You guys made the decision, right? Because can't no resources benefit you if you don't tap into that greatest resource that is within yourself. It's all in the mind. See, people think that everything has to come in alignment for you to be successful. No, only thing that has to come into alignment is you. That means that you have to come in alignment and say, where do I want to be and where I don't want to be. This is what you have to come to the conclusion, and you got to get that accomplished. In penitentiary, I said that's why it's called Starts Within, right? Because it started within myself. That means that I'm supposed to be there with my son, developing my son, and I'm in here in a correctional facility. I need to be there because I don't want my son to get raised up off of Young Jeezy or Ricky Rose talking about sell all of this work and then go ahead and shoot up the whole block and you're going to be able to make it to the next verse. That's not reality. See, what happens is that you be in the penitentiary 24 with an L, and it's not, oh well, brothers be trying to come home, right? When they go to the parole board, they like, man, I just want a chance. I just want an opportunity. I want my son to get developed like that off of lies. See, I was misinformed and I was misguided. But I made the decision to say, I'm about to get some different information. Information influences thinking. Thinking controls behavior, meaning that I can't behave no differently if I don't have no different information. So then that means that I got to go and get different information. So then that's what I did. I got into scripture while I was incarcerated. I let it become a part of my mentality. After that, I went into business management for Marion Technical College, graduated with a 3.83 GPA. I went from there and then I went to administrative office technology, learned the computers, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and Access. I said, I still got time left. I'm about to get into this Spanish. I'm about to learn Spanish.
Hey, come on, brother.
Exijo mucho, pero traigo mucho a la mesa. That means that I demand a lot, but I bring a lot to the table. See, this is what I'm talking about. Because I'm hungry. That means that if you don't have a seat at the table, then more than likely you are on the menu. And I don't like to be on the menu. I'm nobody's food. You understand? I like to sit at the table. So I take my rightful seat at the table, and me and my children, we get to eat. Me and my community, we get to eat. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the penitentiary on its head and stand up.
Woo, come on. Come on.
This is next level living. I've been home for 9 years. I defied the odds. I'm playing on house money. I defied the odds.
Come on.
Make the decision. you guys, this is the start, and that's why I'm excited, because when I'm around individuals who take the time to invest it into themselves, because just like you are valuable, time is the most valuable asset that you can obtain, because time, just like you, cannot be duplicated. That means that what happened yesterday is gone. That means that what happened a year ago is gone. What happened last hour is gone. That means that every minute that you spend on this earth, it should be for the development of yourself, to put you in a space that you are okay with.
Yeah.
And what type of space are you okay with?
Yeah. Sound good.
I'm telling you, like, man, I'm so excited I could jump up here and touch that dang on cloud, right? Because this is what it's about, what I've been through. I didn't let my failure reign supreme. I got different information, and because I got different information, I started to think differently. I started to move differently. I came home, I was able. My son was 3 months old when I got incarcerated, and when I came home, I was able to get custody of my son. That means that his mother said, go ahead and raise our 10-year-old to be a man, because I trust you with the development of our son, because of the development that you have shown of yourself. That means that I didn't sit here and wait for everything to happen. That means that I made the decision, and because I made the decision, other people see my value. The only reason why other people see my value is because I see my value. That's right. You have no choice but to respect my value, because I respect my value. I respect my value so much that if you ain't helping me develop, then that means that I have to separate from you. That means that if you ain't talking about where I want to be at, or if you ain't at where I want to be, then that means that I cannot kick it with you, joker. That means if you talking about crashing and burning, brother, crash and burn by yourself. Because I got to get to where I need to get to. I got a child to take care of. I got children to take care of. I got responsibilities, and I'm not about to sit up here and talk about it's everybody else's fault, what everybody else didn't do. I'm doing all that I can do. All you can do is all you can do. At the end of the day, all you can do is enough.
Good stuff, brother.
Y'all made the decision to do all you can do. Now just check out the benefits from making that decision, right? See, because people talk to me all day long about what can't be accomplished because of your background. My background check is irrelevant. I'm talking about the right now check, because when you see me right now, you see value. That makes you overlook that attempted murder, possession of drugs, possession of firearms. They say this brother got some value about himself, and I want to attach myself to him. See, relationships is powerful. That means that y'all are connected with 14 individuals. Y'all got to stay in touch, because that's how y'all gonna be able to grow and continue to develop, because you are around positive individuals who are saying that I'm not settling for what society is giving me. I'm going out there to get what I believe that I should have. Anytime that you deal with, you settle for what people feel like that you think that you should have, people always complain about what they got.
Whoa.
This is the movement. Making a decision. The power is in a decision. Now, what we do is we stay with it. We stay with it. Attach yourselves to people who can continue to help you develop. Relationships. Opportunity comes through relationships. That means that that's what can help you get to the level that you want to get to. I'm loving life right now. I just planned the dang on Bahamas for 4-day cruise with me and my brothers. We going there August 28th. That means that this brother right here, single parent household, my father raised me and my brother. My mom got addicted to crack back in the 80s. I did 10 years inside of prison. Possession of drugs, attempted murder, possession of firearms, drug trafficking. I ain't even supposed to be here. My son just graduated from Westerville South. He went off to college. He ain't even supposed to be there. Like, we defy the odds, and I love every bit of it, because y'all, this is how we change the game. Y'all change the game. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? Look, listen. Don't let nobody hold nothing over your head, right? Right. Because one thing that I realize is that, hey, we are flawed individuals. We flawed individuals by nature, right? So then that means that you are going to make errors, but don't let nobody hold your error over your head. But not only that, but you don't hold nobody's errors over their heads. And not only that, but you don't hold no errors over your own head. Forgiveness, forgive yourself, forgive others, and ask to be forgiven. Failure is a tuition to success. That means that you cannot succeed until you fail. That means that my failure has turned into my success. Son, and I'm going to leave y'all with this because I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. Right? See, because this is what it is. This is what I'm able to do now. I'm able to get the book out there into the penitentiaries. I'm in the juvenile facilities. That means Circleville, Cuyahoga Hills. I'm talking about Indian River. I'm in all of the penitentiaries around the state of Ohio, and I just keep on flooding them this type of mentality. See, prison without bars. That means that I became free while I was incarcerated. But what I realized is that you don't have to be in no facility to be incarcerated. That means incarceration is a restriction of movement. That means that if I tell myself that I can't, then I won't. If I tell myself that I can, then I will. So what I say is that we are breaking down the prisons on our minds, and then the facilities will follow. Prison without bars. Son, bring me my book, please.
All right now. All right.
This is my teammate, right? He goes with me everywhere.
All right.
Train him up.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
This is the movement.
All right.
This isn't work for me. This is what I do now. This is what I do now. That means that I came home and I worked for minimum wage. That means you ain't got to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. I worked for minimum wage. I was lifting engines and stuff, but I said I'm not selling dope again because I'm not about to be in that same situation where it's hell, neither slavery, nor involuntary servitude, except for as punishment for a crime where the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist in the United States or any other place subject to his jurisdiction. That's the 13th Amendment. That's the Constitution. That's the law of the land. The only way that you can be a slave in the United States of America is if you get convicted of a crime and it serves as punishment. And guess what I realized? I'm too valuable to be a slave. That's my time, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Woo! All right.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos Christian. Thank you. And I have to thank you, Miss Sonia Nelson-Jones. Had no idea. Thank you. So here we get to the best part of the show. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Sonia Nelson-Jones from the Columbus Metropolitan Housing Authority.
Where's the lie?
So now it's time to go ahead and we're going to get ready to pass out the certificates and the certificates of completion. And I know it's hot, so we're going to go through this real quick. So just a quick note. Today, while we were all having lunch as a group, as a team, I heard the participants saying, the trainees saying, "What are you here for? What are you here for?" And through the wonderful speech that Carlos Christian just delivered to us, and from the awesome words of excitement, of success and completion from the cohorts, it is obvious what you are here for. This moment is yours. Please feel it. Please live in it. Please believe in it. And please let it encourage you to move on. So with that, I would like to go ahead and begin. Mr. Wheeler. Does everybody know Mr. Wheeler? Let me tell you 2 seconds about Mr. Wheeler. Mr. Wheeler had the audacity to come to the Columbus Metropolitan Housing Authority and said, this is what I want to do. And for anybody that knows a little bit about CMHA, you would never think that that would be a place that you would have the nerve to come and say, I want to do a program for the people, and this is what I want it to look like. And so I would like to thank you for your audacity to come up to CMHA and get the ball rolling to have this awesome program. So we are going to invite the cohorts up one by one. So when you hear your name, please come up and accept your award, your certificate of completion. Miss Letha Dawson.